Aus der Sicht und mit den Worten von.
When I say that I'm a clown, people feel like it's like an insult in many areas.
Hi Israel.
Aus der Sicht und mit den Worten von.
Meine Damen und Herren, heute sitze ich auf den Färöerinseln mit meinem neuen Freund Israel. Hi Israel.
Hey.
So, wir switchen jetzt auf Englisch um. Für alle die kein Englisch können, muss ich sagen, es bleibt jetzt die nächsten 15 Minuten auf jeden Fall auf Englisch. Deswegen, machen wir jetzt so weiter. So, Israel, I met you here on the Faroe Islands.
Yes.
You're a big fan of the Faroe Islands, I see.
Yeah.
We both sit in our Faroe sweater. And I got to know you because I don't know, I just liked you from the first sight I saw you.
Yeah,
you're like
it's my eyes.
A pretty boy. Yeah, but you have a story. So tell us, where do you got born? When did you got born? How was that?
Well, I'm from Chile, South America. I born in Santiago, and the capital is a big city, at least for us. Now I think it's 10 million of people.
Okay.
And I grow in the peripheric area in Chile, in Santiago. Yeah, Chile is huge, so it's a lot diversity, and it's one of the countries that have more difference between rich area and poor area, depending in what place are you,
Yeah. Okay, and you're born 89?
89, yes. 35 years old.
5 years old.
My goodness.
So in Chile, how was it like? Because I have to say, if I think about Chile, and I don't want to
jungle.
That's what my kids think when they hear it. But what I think is like...
Everyone here.
Yeah? This jungle?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah, so help us. Like, how was your childhood? How does it look like for a young Israel being raised in Chile?
Well, Chile is a bit different than all South America. Also because it's almost the longest country in the world. So depending on the area, you are going to find different things, like desert in the north, close to the ocean, the mountains. But I grow in the city, so it's mostly just concrete, like every city, like capitals here in Europe. And Chile is very different than the other countries because we passed for a dictadura for many years with Pinochet. Mm-hmm. And we was almost under control of United States in that time, so it became very capitalist country in an area. So that changed a lot of things in Chile. We have rich people that bring a lot of money, make many malls and nice stuff, but also make a lot of people that become more and more poor in the peripheric area. Mm-hmm. That's where my parents are. So when my father could and took the chance to buy a house, we moved into the peripheric area. And then
to the poor area?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we grow there. It's funny because I never feel poor. It's very weird when you see it from outside. I was full, like...
Yeah. Like, I think most of the adults think it's poor, but kids always have...
Yeah, exactly. Even when I see my life, it was amazing life. Like, I enjoy a lot. And, of course, you struggle a lot with things. But you don't know it when you are there.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, because I saw my friends, I was the most lucky guy, actually. I can eat every day almost. So
yeah.
So it was, very different, huh?
Okay. So, but how is it? So you, in Chile also, you have school education, of course.
Yes,
and so on. So when you were young...
I'm actually educated.
You educated?
Yeah, I went to university. I'm a nurse. almost 6 years in the university.
Yeah, how have you been in school? Like, what
Yeah,
was...
it was very weird actually. Everything like, well, the school that we could go as a family was the like normal school, like from the state. Yeah, so it was very cheap. I think we pay here 5 kroners or something like that.
In Faroe Islands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, $1 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
but is it a good system? Like, or is it like when you pay less, then it's also not so much education?
Yeah. In that time when I started, it wasn't so bad. The drugs didn't came yet, and I was 5 years old. So, but you always have to survive. It's nothing is easy. Like,
yeah. So it was. Yeah.
I was part of a very small school, and the year, like for example, my year, I was from 89, first grade, it was until C or D, like A, B, C, D, and we was 45 kids each room.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot in Germany.
Just first year, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what is one memory of first grade you had in your school? Like, what do you think? Oh, that was cool.
Oh, that's
maybe not cool.
I was no. I was always looking the door, like, or the wall.
Yeah.
I remember my first year just looking at the wall.
So, why? Like, because you were so sad, or what?
No, because I don't know. I was annoying for the teacher or something like that.
Okay, so he turned you.
Yeah. It is very different because you need to think that my mom said to my teacher, if he's doing something wrong, just hit him.
You don't believe that? But someone in Germany told me once I can hit her child if it misbehaves. Yeah. I can do that now. I have one.
That was normal in my school.
Okay.
Like my mom said to my teacher, I remember, just hit him, and if he's doing something wrong, and just do it. Don't worry.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. That's nice. So the first grade, one day you had to turn away from the wall. How did it continue, like in school? Like, how did you develop? Yeah. How did you follow school? What happened there?
Yeah. Well, I was. I think I was a smart kid, not so stupid. So I could pass some classes. Then I could keep going on in the school. But of course, home is always about defense yourself and fights because there's so many kids that.
In your family?
Yeah, no, in the school.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It's the truth is I don't have so many memories about when I was a kid. I don't know if because it was sad or.
Yeah,
I don't record. I started just that I was 10 when I started to take care of my small brother.
Yeah, okay.
And maybe there I have a few much more memories, but not so much.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I heard. So the thing is, for the listener, we know each other, but I don't know your story.
No, yeah.
So I go in with a blank paper.
Yeah.
But I heard that in a young age you started to use drugs or like testing them.
Yes, I was. I don't remember well if I was 12 or 13 years old, maybe. In home was very popular, like the glue, these things.
Like in a plastic bag? And
yes, exactly.
Okay.
We was poor, so nobody had money to really buy drugs like cocaine or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe just some marijuana or something like that, but no more than that. So you test other things like this paint, Sprite paints, or this kind of things. So this thing that the worker used to use to paint the shoes, it was a super strong paint.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you sniff on that and you get high of it.
Yeah, you
Also, I
get
don't know
lost.
anything.
You get lost. That's the truth. It's because my mom got sick when I was 10, maybe earlier than that. It's just I have like in my brain that was around there. She tried to kill herself many times, like 5-6 times. I need to live that 3 or 4 times because she was trying to hang.
Okay.
And she was so depressed, and we was so poor, and it was so vulnerable, yeah,
Vulnerable.
yes, situation that everything could broke her. So I become like a friend for her, all the time trying to, come on, mom, we are gonna live.
Yeah, to push her.
Yeah.
But how is it like with your dad? Because like, wasn't he in the picture anymore?
Yes. My dad was always there. It's just in home in that time. I think was the normal was work at least 60 hours,
Okay.
and we have these old buses where you need to almost hang and take a arm inside and then
You hang outside.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And it took for him 1 hour just to go to his place, working place, and then sometimes you have to wait for an hour just to take the bus back. So my father, he was amazing, man. He wake up every day at 5, go to his work at 6, 7,
Yeah.
and then come back at 8, 9 in the night. So and my mom, she was with me and my brothers. I have 2 brothers, one older than me and younger than me. And they live a very bad and sad time when was the dictadura in home. They see a lot of people die in the street. The military were very bad people.
Yeah.
And also they lost a kid.
Okay.
And that broke my mom. So when the depression came in the beginning, we didn't know. My father didn't saw like that was so bad. So she tried to kill herself for many times. So we tried with me and my brothers. We tried to help her. My old brother, he was 14 years old. My small brother was 5. So I started to take care of him. And my old brother, he used to be more in charge of the house.
Yeah.
My father has to work because if you don't work, you don't eat in home. And to that one point that my mom started to have like just pass out and forget everything. And I remember we had to look for her for weeks because she just disappeared and she
was gone.
Yeah, just gone.
Okay.
She was in the street and just gone. His depression was so bad.
Yeah.
Many times they found it in a cemetery crying just in a place and asking for his daughter and then she fell into a hospital, a psychiatric hospital. It was very difficult to put it outside from there because she was like a NN, so like nobody knows.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So it was very difficult. We thought she died in that time.
Okay.
So we started to be alone when I was 10.
Yeah.
Then my mom was in the hospital around 2 years. So we live almost in the street with my brothers.
But the house your dad bought was gone?
No, it was there. We sleep there, but it just my father left the house at 5 and come back at 8, 9 in the night.
Okay.
So sometimes he has to stay in the work.
Okay, like during the night also?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So it was a very tough time. I remember like there was small things like wait until the sun come down.
Yeah.
To go to buy bread. But I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I used to play for hours, then forget it. Like it was 1 in the morning. I didn't buy bread or something.
Okay. Did you went also to school also?
Yeah. Yeah.
Aus der Sicht und mit den Worten von.
Good, Israel. We heard you had like I would say like a childhood, which not most of people have. You got born in Chile, which most of the people live because it's a big country.
Yeah.
But like for the German listeners, they like to have a mom who is depressed, to look for your younger brother, and then your mom just disappeared. That's where we left last week. Yeah, and you said also you started to sniff glue when you were 12, around 12. How did that continue? Like, did you just try a sniff and then you disappeared with drugs?
No. The truth is, in all this environment, I try to escape in a way. So I become a rapper in that time, I remember, and then.
Also stealing?
No, rap.
A rapper. Okay, yeah, a robber, I thought.
Yeah. Well, I did it anyways, but.
Okay, so on the streets, like you see 8 Mile style, Eminem stands on the street.
Yeah, I used to dance, break dance, and make freestyle and everything.
Yeah, okay.
And then I remember the first bag, and it made me disappear. I remember like this. It was very cold outside, and in one point I didn't feel cold. It was warm, and something like just embraced me. I didn't feel pain or sadness or nothing. Like it just everything disappeared.
Okay.
Like
but how can I imagine that picture? Do they sell the drugs?
No.
Or
we was 13 years old. Nobody selling anything in that.
But
time.
then, so you had a friend. He said, "I have 3 plastic bags. I have a glue." So we.
Yeah. One of the oldest maybe saw another just trying this to get high, and then you keep it and keep doing it.
Yeah. So there was in German we say Einsteigsdroge.
Yeah.
Entrance.
Easy peasy. Yeah.
So, like, what came after the glue?
Different things. Marijuana, spray. This is sprayed for. We used to make graffiti, so.
Yeah. Okay.
That thing is amazing. Like it's crazy, addictive, and
I could never imagine.
No,
get high of it.
Man, it's insane. And I remember one day I was painting a house and. With the spray, and I couldn't hold myself. I started to just sniff through the bottle.
Okay.
I was jello all my face, but the thing that produced me, it was that expand all my sense. So I give a step and I hear in my brain.
Okay.
So I start to walk, and I walk for hours, and then I wake up in the middle of nothing. Like it was 2-3 in the morning. I was completely yellow.
Okay.
It was insane.
You all alone, or did your friends
just me?
go with you?
No, it was just me. No.
Okay.
And so that's the thing. You don't see it because it's a bit of fun. You know, it's now. I'm still looking the bad friends that is gonna give you truck for free. That my mom says. No, just kidding. But it was for fun, and then we start to drink. In Chile, alcohol is extremely cheap. Like if I want to drink between milk and wine, wine is gonna be half of price than milk. Okay. Like it's insanely cheap.
Yeah.
So we used to buy 5 liters of wine for 10 kronor, something like that. That is $2, something like that.
Okay.
And the milk, 1 liter was $3, something like that.
Okay.
So we used to drink a lot. And then it started to be every weekend, start to be more normal to be drunk or high. It just become normal every weekend to go out and disappear.
Yeah.
Just
But now you can reflect it. Now you have a look back to your younger you.
Yeah.
Would you say it was like to flee out of the scene you had at home just to get rid of it? Or is it just normal in Chile? Everyone does that.
It's a bit of both. Well, as I said in the beginning, I was one of the luckiest in the history, like around my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody raped me. I have friends that his father raped them, or they were divorced, or the father was alcoholic and hit the mom. I never saw something like that in my house.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel always very lucky that nothing like that happened in my house.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So you do it, I think, a mix of both. It become normal because you see that all your friends are doing it, but also you don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
You go out, you just get high or drunk, and then you don't feel so bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You also said your mom disappeared when you, like before, or like maybe within.
I remember she disappeared. I was 11, I think, in that time, or 12, and she disappeared, and we couldn't find it for 1 month, 2 months, or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then we found that in a psychiatric hospital in Chile. She was with a lot of drugs on her for his depression. And then my father, he moved into a clinic where she can get a treatment. Mm-hmm. They put her to sleep for 1 month or 2 months with electricity and everything. Mm-hmm. So she forget everything.
Really? Like a reset kind of?
Yeah, exactly. When she came back, she didn't recognize us, me and my brother, yeah. I still remember the afternoon. I went for my small brother to the school because in that time I was just taking care of him. Mm-hmm. So I went for him, and she was walking into us with my father, and we ran into her, but she didn't recognize us. She was like another person.
But did she remember you after a while, or?
She never recovered like 100%.
Yeah, okay.
So she's still struggling with some things.
Yeah.
Of course, the depression is gone, but she never came back. Like
that sounds crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
Not because your mom is crazy, but like then you can just put.
No, she is crazy also.
That's what you're saying.
No, but it is true, and we used to try to bring memories to her. You remember this, and we did this. No, it didn't. Mm-hmm. And she become very fragile person. Like I remember, I start to have like almost 2 personalities, 2 faces. Like I used to be one in home, mm-hmm. and another person in the street. Like
what was the person home, and what was the person? How have you been like?
In home, I become like a rock for my mom and my father. Like it was very important to don't disturb my mom because we knew that she could break and one more time try to kill herself. Mm-hmm. So it was very important to become responsible or not a problem, at least not be a problem in home. You know? So I remember I used to run into outside to just get drunk as fast as possible. Mm-hmm. Every time. It was unbelievable, the difference between inside and outside. I started to fight for money in one point. Outside I was an extremely aggressive person, super dangerous. Mm-hmm. And not even because I was bad, like I grew in a bad place, so there was drug dealers that cut heads and put it in the middle of the street to show power. Mm-hmm. We never was close of that or something like that.
Yeah.
It just, I need to put outside all this shit inside of me.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Didn't you say also, I think it was you, that you had when you found Jesus, you still had like this, if someone touches you on the shoulder? What was
this? one of the things that I try to explain people that one of the most difficult thing in my heart that God treat was not the drug addiction. Mm-hmm. It was the power addiction. Mm-hmm. You know, it was this thing that I was scary for others.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
So I have authority in the street. Even when it was a few, I was, 16, 17 years old. Mm-hmm. But people know me.
Yeah.
And they knew if I was involved, it's going to be a huge fight and it's going to be a problem for another person.
Yeah.
That power, this adrenaline that give you that thing it was extremely difficult to actually take out from me.
Yeah.
And I remember one day actually I went to the church, and I never was scared of nothing because I was good enough in fights. So one day I was in the bus. In Chile, you never sit in the last seat in the bus.
Okay.
If you are not bad enough.
Okay.
You know?
So the bad guy sit there.
So I was with my bag, with my Bible and everything. And I see three guys. I know they are stealing things, but they are not going to beat me, even if they are 3 or 4. You know? So I just sit. And I was so sad, I get to sleep. So one of the guys tried to put his hand in my pocket, and I wake up and I was scared, and I didn't want to fight because I was Christian now, and this was super strong in me. Like, no, this is my fight. I don't have to fight. Yeah. But because he waked me up, I started to hit him, and then I took him and I fell. I put my body in the floor, and the other guy came. I started to hit him with my legs and push him. And then I take this guy and start to smash it against the glass and everything. Okay. And then I take my bag with my Bible and put it far away, close to the drive. Mm-hmm. To the drive. And I went down because the bus is high in the last part. Yeah. I went down and said, come here. Yeah. Come on, I'm ready. Okay. And I was so mad because they were so stupid. They didn't even know how to steal my things. So I was very mad with them. So you don't even know how to do it. And you try it with me. Okay. And the most funny thing was I was hearing music all the time with my headphones. So when I tried to calm, they was trying to push the button just to go down because they were so scary that the black big guy started to hit them, and so they tried to go out. They run outside, and people was like, it was even funny for the people to see something like that, you know. And I was in home when you go to the church, you go to very formal. Yeah. So I was with my Bible and everything. And then I put my headphones on, it sound like, our God is an awesome God. Oh man, I remember I cried all the way into the church. I feel so bad then because that was me.
Okay, yeah.
That was me without Jesus.
So we heard in your church outfit, you were beating up some guys in a bus because they wanted to steal stuff from you.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why people thought it was funny to see a holy man like you hitting some people. So last week we jumped a bit forward because we already talked about you met Jesus and so on. But we want to know how you met Jesus, how he got you.
Well, I remember that was past Christmas, so I could say 25, 26. I was 17 years old, and I used to disappear those days from home because we party so much and so long that I used just disappear for 2 or 3 days. Mm-hmm. So I went out, I remember, 24 in the night. Or 23, I don't remember very well. Mm-hmm. And we start to drink in a place close of my house. And the funny thing is that in one point, I wake up and I was in a bed without my t-shirt.
With what?
Without my t-shirt. I was naked.
Okay. Okay.
So I just wake up, put my clothes. I don't have the entire images in my head. I just remember that I saw a cup and I start to drink one more time. And then one more time, it's just, the picture just changed. And I was sitting in a place with other guys. They was playing cards. I was just sitting there. It was very far away from home.
Yeah.
And from the other place. So I don't know what happened in the middle or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just sit with them. I say, okay, play cards. And I see that they have some rum. So I start to drink more rum. And then one more time, it was, I think, in the morning or maybe late. I don't remember so well. It was very sunny. I was in the floor in the first place.
Okay.
So I walk home. I remember I walk home and my parents was eating lunch or something like that. And so I say, I'm going to sleep. I don't feel well.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to my bed. And when I was small, my parents used to go to a church. But it was very toxic relation in that time. Everything was about the hair or the dress.
How you look
from
the outside,
I was, I don't know, 3 or 4 years old.
Uh-huh.
So I used to have a notions about Jesus. So I lay in my bed, I say, I can't live like that. Mm-hmm. Like I don't remember how many days I was outside. Mm-hmm. I don't have any memory if I did something bad. I could kill somebody or something like that. And I say, if you are there, if you even exist, I need that you change me. Mm-hmm. Because I can't live like that. I don't even know who I am or what I did, or I need you, but I need you for real. There's nothing that I could take from me, from this, this world. And I fell asleep. I was super drunk, so
you built it so up.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
No problem. Okay.
But then happened something that it didn't came from me. Mm-hmm. I wake up and I say to my parents, don't let me go out in New Year.
Okay.
And I used to disappear for a week in the New Year. My goodness, it was super crazy. Those days I disappeared for 3-4 days, just party a lot outside. And I say, don't let me go out. Even if I scream or something, don't let me go out, because I'm gonna be in a super dark place and I don't want to be there. So just help me with this. Mm-hmm. And my parents, they didn't understand so well, but they took it very serious that I was screaming for help. Yeah. So they didn't let me go out.
But did you?
And I was crying and super mad, and I almost hit my father. I was so mad. I tried to run out for the roof, but they was there waiting for me and taking me inside. Okay. So I went to bed at 10. I remember I was so mad. I couldn't go out. Mm-hmm. So my New Year was clean.
Yeah. Okay.
And then next day I say, I talk with God. I don't know if he exists or not, but I think I should find a church, something like that. And my father say, I have a friend that I knew. He's a pastor. And I say, well, we could go. We are falling in parts. Yeah. Nobody is here. We should go to church. And then we start to go to church.
Like your whole family?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I was preaching. and was a very religious church with a lot of rules that helped me so much in my pain and in my heart. Like, we used to be every Friday and every Saturday, all the night praying and worship God. Every night. My pastor used to do it just to avoid me to be outside. Okay. Every Friday, every Saturday, all the night, just praying. And then around 3 or 4 in the morning, we used to go out. The place where was the church was even worse than the place where I grew.
Okay.
Like, cops don't go inside because they are scared.
Okay.
So we used to go in the nights and preach another drug addicts and bring it into the church, and then we can pray for them.
But you were not the only one who went there with the pastor, huh?
No.
You were a group.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
It was very normal in poor churches.
Yeah.
It's very normal. Actually, in Chile, the government let the Christian church be almost in charge of prisons, because they know that nothing works better for a prisoner than Jesus.
Okay.
It's insane. All the programs that government do, it doesn't work like a church in the middle of the jail.
I think it's also interesting that you say, like, this church you went to, or the pastor you went to, he had a lot of rules, because often now we hear, like, you should be free, you shouldn't have so much rules.
Yeah.
So BS, you said?
Yeah, yes. No, it's religious people trying to create a new religion.
Yeah.
We love religion. It's just we love it like hipster religion, or the new religion with my type of music or something like that. It's always about you.
Yeah.
The truth is, it's because you are selfish and you like to point the others so you don't see your misery and that you need Jesus, you know?
Yeah.
But the truth is, like, even if there is a church with a lot of rules like that help me in my heart, or a free church belongs to God and He hold him.
Yeah.
He hold the church. Huh?
Yeah. So you found Christ around with 21, right?
No, 17.
17.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. And it continued your journey in this church also until you were 21.
Yes.
And then there came a missionary.
Yeah. I remember I become a leader in youth, a youth leader. So we make a evangelistic service for people around the church, and we invite a missionary from When, in that time, Fernando, my friend, and he's like a father for me. And I remember I make a performance of capoeira, breakdance, a bit of both. And he invited me. He told me, I have a company and I have a school in When, art school, because he was actor, very famous actor in home. And so he invited me in the beginning just to be there.
Okay.
I was nothing. It was very funny.
Also, haven't you been a musician then? Did you play any instrument?
Yeah, a bit of music.
Okay.
But they have real musicians.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
you're
teaching.
now.
Yeah, teaching music.
Yeah.
And then I started to work with When. I learned everything around circus, to be a clown, juggling.
But how was that for you? Because I think, if I, as a German, hear clown, I don't know if that's a cool job.
Yeah, I know. Here also, when I say that I'm a clown, people feel like...
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like an insult in many areas.
Because we use it also as a bad word.
You're exactly. Clown, but this was my question, because I started to teach in churches, very structured churches.
Yeah.
And I used to say to the people, if you imagine the kingdom of God, how you imagine is going to be the people, laughing or crying?
That's true. Yeah.
So when Jesus said that your kingdom come, this is what I do in the street when I make circus.
Yeah.
I bring the kingdom of Jesus into the people. I make back all the depression in the people.
Yeah.
It's all this diabolic system that put the people into slave, into sadness. I broken with the kingdom of God.
So was it like YWAM had like different branches, and one was a circus? Like or
my friend, he opened a school for missionaries that have a artist heart in Latin America. So we used to receive teenagers, even old people. They could come. They passed 2-3 months in the base, and then we make missions around Chile. So I start to preach and teach in circus areas, and then I make a company with 4 of my friends. So we travel a lot around Chile and outside of Chile also, just preaching as a clown.
I saw you acting. It's very. I didn't think it would impress me so much. Really, like this acting and face and everything.
Yeah, actually, you say that it's the smallest mask in the world, the nose.
Yeah.
The red nose. So it was a healing for me. It was the other side.
True, huh? You were the tough guy who no one could
become a kid.
Yeah.
Like the clown is the expression of the most innocent kids.
Yeah.
You know, everything become so deeply interesting for him that make absurd things because he's exploring everything, you know, and in the same time he wants to invite everyone to see what he's doing, so everyone can just be part. And it changed a lot. Like a guy with 100 kilos doing something like that in a unicycle, a small unicycle, playing ukulele or something like that.
But I think it's interesting. Like we hear a lot of stories in this podcast. And I think it's always amazing how God brings stuff from ashes to beauty. Like when we are here now, the last 2 weeks we talked about, your childhood was not good. And you became like a tough guy. And then God just takes exactly the other side and makes you a clown, like a weak person, but who brings people joy.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, he defines me a lot, but you don't see it so well. But then I choose a career that is protect the others. I am a nurse, and I become a specialist in childcare. So I have to be in charge of kids. And now even here in Faroes, I'm working as a pedagogue, taking care of kids in the kindergarten. So I remember somebody asked me, "You're not afraid to go out? I don't know, some dangers for the kids." Somebody asked me for torch, and there's some weird kids, weird people that go out, or pedophile, I don't know.
Yeah.
You say, I'm sure I'm dangerous than them.
That's true.
Die Macht der Worte. Der Podcast, der da anfängt, wo der Gottesdienst aufhört.
Authentisch, praktisch, gut.
So, we heard a lot of you, which I think it's a nice story, and I think we just touched the surface.
Yeah.
But if people are interested, they can visit you here in the Faroe Islands, right?
Yeah. They're very welcome here.
Yeah, he's a very welcome guy. You should come here. So, now we had been hearing last week about you becoming a clown. The tough guy becomes a clown. For YWAM, a period of time. Now the thing is, maybe people ask, what is a Chille guy doing here on the Faroe? So how does he come here? So just to spoiler it in the beginning, you have a Faroese wife like I do.
Yes.
So we like to have the love stories of that. So tell us, how did you meet your wife?
Well, I think in the second year, when I was working with YWAM, one of my friends, Roel, he's from Netherlands. He worked in Chile for many years. He have a big ministry giving food for homeless. And but he used to work with OM because the base of OM was closer of the city that When in that time. So he called me and he invited me into a dinner with homeless people. He asked me if my company could go and make a circus show and maybe preach for the homeless and have a time with them and pray for them, you know. So I say, yes, I'm going. I'm going to take 2 or 3 of the clowns and we are going to be there. So we visit, I remember first time, a Tuesday in the night, just to see how was the place and where we can do the things and everything. And he introduced me, the team that was working there, making like a school, biblical school there with OM. And then there was my wife. She didn't know, but I knew it. No, she knew it. Yeah, not me. There was my wife. There was Yona. She was working in Chile for, I think, that time for a year or almost 2 years. And when we meet, she was almost ready to come back to Ferros. She has to stay for 3 or 4 weeks more, and then she came back. So we meet there. It was winter, like March, maybe April. And we start to talk. Just my friend, he make after this service, a special service with clowns and everything. Yeah. He invited me next Saturday to a barbecue outside in When, and there was all the team. So I remember that. In one point, we started just to talk with my wife. Just like she was studying some Bible verses because she have exams, something like that. I say, I can help you with that. And I was with my friends, like was just talking. Yeah, you know. Yeah. And then I started to talk with her. I remember she write me for Skype or something like that. I don't know if I write or she write. Yeah. Okay. And yeah.
So when she was back in the Faroes?
Then she came back to Faroes and we started to talk. Okay. Just talk.
Yeah.
She was here in Faroes.
So how did God show you it's your wife? Also we had like for the listeners we have had conversations.
No.
Because the listeners know the story of me and my wife Elida, and they know that I'm a God-fearing man who is fasting and praying. How are you doing that, Israel?
No. For me, it's different. God doesn't have a marriage ministry or something like that. That's completely wrong for me. God provides you a character. God provides you a personality. God provides you a vision. God provides you many things. And then God give you wisdom to choose a person and love that person into the end of your days, you know. So for me, it doesn't have any mystical thing. I could marry with every woman, from every country. It doesn't matter. I think works like a triangle. If she is looking for God, I'm looking for God. We are gonna crash in the middle all the time, because it becomes a decision to love a person, and it's my decision. It's not just in to keep a relation with a person. My decision is to worship God, glorify God in the way that I protect that person, that I give grace to that person. For me, the marriage or every relation of the human have just one purpose, is make you more like Jesus.
Even the bad ones?
Yeah, especially the bad ones. Because the truth is that my wife, the only thing that do is sins against me.
What do you have to say that again?
Sin against me.
Your wife is sinning against you?
Yeah. And then I need to see myself in front of God. Yeah. And I say, I do the same with God. He gave me the life, and with the same life that He gave me, I sin against Him. I don't follow Him, you know. He gave me the breath, and with the same breath, I blaspheme against Him. and he covered with love. So when Jesus, he demands me, like, I love my wife exactly like he loved his church.
Yeah.
Is what I have to do with my wife.
Yeah.
And this is how I become more like Jesus.
Okay. We thought about already to make our own podcast with another friend from India.
Yes.
We'll see if he joins.
Yeah.
If it will
It's
ever.
going to be very, very fun. Because this is also cultural, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but we'll see if there will be a new podcast maybe one day, once in a while. But so you said you rode with your wife, Yona.
Yeah. And in one point, we make a meeting with the leader of OM. They asked me, because I say, I want to go a date with Yona. She came back to Chile to have 2 more years of service. Okay. Not for me. She already decided that.
Yeah.
So we asked if we could date and go out just for a walk, eat something. And he asked me, which one is the purpose of this? And I say, I don't waste my time. So my only purpose is find a wife.
Yeah.
So I couldn't think in something else than this. Mm. And it's because this is how you should act if you are in these ages, right? Mm-hmm. You prepare yourself very well. Like, marriage is forever, like for the rest of your days. If you think that you go to university 5 years to prepare for a career, like 10 semesters, something like that, for a career that you are going to work 20 years, 30 years maximum, maybe, and you prepare extremely deep, like you pass nights studying, how much you should prepare for your wife.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
And this is extremely important for me. And I know that is in the same point I put in a gun in my head, because if my wife hear this, she could say me, yeah, you should prepare. And it's true. It's my responsibility. It is true. And I like that, remember that. Yeah. It is my responsibility every day. We have been married for 12 years now. Every time when I don't go for her, I don't protect her, I don't pray for her, I'm not looking for God for our new vision in home or everything. Yeah. I'm not taking the responsibility that God provided me in my house. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. That's good. It's also the topic for the podcast. Yeah, exactly. But the dating. My point is, like, there's nothing like super magical behind this. This is not Disney. This is not like that. You just choose a woman and love her until the end of your days, and that's all. Good. We'll talk again on the podcast, the next one. Like, nothing that pray or something like that. No, nothing like that. Let's see. Okay, so you dated Yona, and it went well because you're here now. Yes. But how was the point? Also, you told her already, you know what, we don't fool around. You will be my wife if you want to. If not, I take another one. Yeah. Exactly. Sounds very hard if I say it. But how did it go then? So how did you come here to the Faroe Islands? Because you were in Chile. She had 2 years. Yeah. We live many years in Chile. 8 years, I think, around. We have our careers in Chile. We did many things. But then the father of my wife, he became sick. He got cancer. So I say to my wife, it is fair that you suffer so many years in my country with my culture. Now you suffer. Yeah, I can suffer for you, no problem. Bless your heart, man. I am not at this point yet. My wife, she didn't want to come back. That's the truth. Okay. She was so scared of this place. Yeah. She don't like this place. She don't like the culture here, nothing. Yeah. She fell in love of Chile and his culture and the people and everything. No? And also because she lived there for 12 years. Yeah. So she was very scared when we moved back, and she didn't want to come because even when this is a small society, the culture is so strong that can push you into do things that you don't need or want. want.
That's true. But since you're here, like now we had you as a clown in Chile, you preached, you said, and so on. What are you next to your job as like a is it called kindergartner?
Yeah.
Something like that. What are you doing here? Like, did you continue to be a clown here in the Faroes? And
No, humor is something that is in the context of cultural things. So it is a bit difficult to make humor in another culture, especially in a small culture with everyone know each other. So it's a bit. If you make a joke, you can be offensive for somebody or something, or you could do something that people don't take it well, something like that. So I didn't do anything yet here. I would like to try something, but I don't know. It's always the language barrier. I make so many mistakes, even in English, that I'm not even close to Faroese. It could be very bad or boring. That's even worse. You know. Yeah. But with the kids, I do some things. It's more easy because the kids responding to the ridiculous things. So it's very easy for me to do that. So with the kids, I play a lot and do some exercise, like clown exercise, with them, and they respond very well into that things. Yeah, it's very fun.
That's good. Okay, I think we are in the end, Israel. Like at the end. Thank
you so much.
Yeah, wait, you are not yet done. This is just a preparation for 5 minutes. So for every guest, I offer 5 minutes. So maybe there was something.
Are you sure?
Yes. If you don't speak about marriage.
Yeah.
Find your wife.
Put the bass.
No, but maybe I forgot something which you thought is more interesting, or you want to share more, or maybe you want to just encourage the listeners. You can also do it if you want to in Spanish. Maybe someone else.
It's fine.
Okay, I will mute myself and I say already goodbye to the listeners, and now Israel.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for this space and time. I don't think, or I don't remember when was the last time that I talked about myself so much like this. It is very difficult for me because the truth is, the day when I was desperate looking for a change, the value was not in me. It was Jesus that came for me, and he didn't care how drunk I was. He didn't care about it was smelling bad or something like that, or he just came for me, you know. And that's the most beautiful part of all this story. I don't like so much when the testimony or the history become the essential part of your talk. For me, it's Jesus. Like, if I could say something, is that Jesus is not scared of anything. He don't care in the place where you are. He's coming for you. He's coming for you, and he is not gonna say like, I don't like this, or you smell bad, or something like that. He just gonna love you. Are gonna change your history, and so exactly like when he born, he changed the history. When he came into my heart, he changed my history. So I don't like so much when the history of a person become too special or give a special meaning for that person. You don't need to pass through the drug or the alcohol or a bad situation to have a good history to talk about when you are Christian. That's not true. I will love that my daughter never even saw drugs or something like that. I want that they could live as clean as is possible, because that is the way that God created for us, you know, and that's the way of how we glorify God. So this is very important for me, and one of the things that I love that Spurgeon he brought in one of his preachers say that if the inconverts are going to hell, that our arms get burned from the fire of the hell because we are trying to pull it out. And that is the main purpose of talk about testimonies or lives, is that we can show Jesus in our words for everyone, and don't be scared about hell or anything. Like, I didn't even care if somebody put me a gun in the head because I was preaching for drug addicts or bad people. The most important for me was Jesus in that time, and could share this incredible love that don't care about who you are. It just have this decision to love you and keep loving you, and there's nothing that could pull you away from this love. It's gonna follow you in every place. There's no place where you can hide where this love is not gonna find you and touch you. No? So this is the most important thing to me, that the grace of Jesus don't make any difference between men or women or transvestites or prostitutes or drug addicts like me. He didn't care.